Today's episode is quite special, and I'm in between, and I really want you, my audience, to be the judge of what exactly is going on here. Is Pep Guardiola crashing out, or is Pep Guardiola reminding the media of the criticism in football? I am between the stone and the hard rock, or how exactly to say it, because I need to actually figure out what is going on here. So, on one hand, I'm still going to play the video, by the way. On one hand, we have a Pep Guardiola that is, classically talking about the criticism is getting from, the criticism is getting from, his team selections and how quickly this criticism die. And as a matter of fact, he made a reference to the Newcastle game where Erling Haaland was left at home, what the media had to say, what the social media, uproar were about, right? Like, why would you be leaving Erling Haaland at home? You are not respecting the credibility of the FA Cup, right? You're not supposed to leave Erling Haaland at home. You're supposed to have your strongest squad. And to be very honest, the same criticism came to Mikel Arteta as well because he largely fueled, younger team. I mean, the younger squad started before he brought in the big boys, as the case may be. So, not to waste your time, let me play the video. Then we are going to, take time to dissect everything that Pep Guardiola said in this video to actually figure out what exactly do you think he's talking about. Because he's talking about respect at the same time, he's talking about, the media bias in this case. Yes, let me put it that way.
Listen, I played a final of the Champions League without Fernandinho around the whole midfield against Chelsea. You think it's normal that? I can explain you that, but I'm going to convince you for the next time. Sam, forget about it.
I don't know. I think it would be useful.
No. I want to say to my players, to you, now my argument is justified this time selection. It's because I lost. I lose again. We lose again. If you win, a genius. How many?
And to be honest, I think he's right. Is about right there, because Man City win matches is a genius. If his selection is questionable, Man City lose a match. All of a sudden, everywhere, all hell breaks loose. And as an Arsenal fan, this is exactly my own point as well. And this is what I tell a lot of people that are asking Mikel Arteta to try this player, try this player, try this level of player. Because sometimes if you take the risk, you see the fans are loyal to where the winnings are coming from, right? If you try some level of players and you're not getting the results you are supposed to get, nobody will remember that you're trying to rest some players so that they can be fresh for other matches. They will simply tell you or ask you, why are you not feeding your best squad, your strongest squad? You know that you need to win this level of matches. You should have filled your strongest squad. And at the same time, if you filled your second team and you win the title, I mean you win whatever match, they clap for you and tell you are a genius. That's exactly what Pep Guardiola is saying here, right?
And say Pep is a genius for the team selection. But my players are extraordinary, and they were extraordinary in many things. You can see whatever you want. What happened in Newcastle? Did you read the comments before the game, my team selection in the social media? Did you read it? Yeah, you read it. What they're doing Pep in FA Cup, how lack of respect of that competition. How the people can say that we arrived how many times in finals, semi-finals, FA Cup in the last 4 or 5 years? No team in England in the last 10, 50, 20 years, there are more times the semi-final. What a lot of respect. How don't
So I don't really know what to think of what Guardiola is saying. I need your comment. I want to hear from you. Help me make a context out of it. It's not like I don't understand what he's saying, right? But I'm in between. Is Pep Guardiola scolding the media for what, or how they perceive the game? Or is Pep Guardiola simply crashing out and saying that, see, I've done whatever. I have the right to make a mistake, right? I have the right to make mistakes. And when I make mistakes, you should never be checking my mistakes. So I owe you nothing. I shouldn't be explaining anything to you. And that is fine. That is fine. Pep Guardiola has the right to do that because he's about, the GOAT manager. Because he has practically won everything, right, in business football. He has practically won everything in business football.
play Rodri? How don't play Bernardo? How don't play this player? How don't play the other one? How leave Erling at home? 1-3. You see the performance Newcastle against Barcelona, right? You see, it's difficult, easy place to go. But I had to explain you before or not. After 10 years, I will not convince you 1 second, any one of you. Anyone. Why? Because we lost. And that's all. And he's right, 3-0, destroyed. Yeah, it's the first time I play in that competition, Champions League, 70 years playing that competition. And every time I lose, oh my God, pew, pew, pew.
So this is classic Pep Guardiola, right? But something in me is actually telling me that the pressure is also getting to him. The final realization that he might not be winning the EPL title this season, or maybe any cup whatsoever. See, as a matter of fact, they have more experience than Arsenal when it comes to cup finals. And apart from the fact that Arsenal is going to be facing them, a match after this Champions League, that is this coming weekend in the EFL Cup final. If Arsenal should win that match, it's going to cause a lot of crash out more. Or, Pep Guardiola is going to crash out more. And we might see more rants from Pep Guardiola. So I really want to hear from you guys. What exactly do you think is wrong with Pep Guardiola? Is it crashing out? Is Pep Guardiola scolding the media for what they are doing, demanding respect, and that they should never be asking questions because he has done a lot of things in business football. So let us have a conversation around this. And also please remember to subscribe to my channel. Help me grow. It is very, very important. I do things like this. So let's just talk about it, guys.